So let's just take a few moments to settle in. Your back is straight. Close your eyes. Let your hands rest down anywhere that feels comfortable. And take a few moments to bring your awareness to your breath. Noticing every inhale through your nose and every exhale out your nose. Full deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Notice how your mind begins to relax as you slow down and bring your awareness to your breath. And with this calm, relaxed mind, take your hands to prayer position at the center of your heart. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Perhaps intending to use this practice to become more peaceful and positive, both for our own benefit as well as for the highest good of all. Take another moment and call to mind something you're grateful for today. Grateful to be here together, grateful to have this time and space, perhaps gratitude for your family, anything you're grateful for today. And take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently blink your eyes open and release your hands down by your sides. Very good, let's begin. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, really stretch high to the sky, press your palms together. And exhale, release, lower down. Good, one more like that. Inhale, arms reach up, palms press. And as you exhale, twist to the right, take your left hand over to your right leg. Inhale, lifting up from the base of your spine, grow taller through the crown of your head. And exhale, twist deeper, looking over your right shoulder. Stay here for one more breath. Lengthen as you inhale, grow taller. And twist as you exhale. Good, come back around through center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, look to the left, take your right hand to your left side. Left hand comes back behind you. Inhale to grow taller from the base of your spine. Exhale to twist deeper, looking over your left shoulder. Stay here for one more full deep breath in. And full breath out, maybe twist a little deeper. Good, inhale, come back around through center, press your palms one more time, look up. Now as you exhale, just lower your right hand down. Good. Inhale, reach up through the left arm, and as you exhale, start to bend to the right. Deep stretch from your left hip all the way to your left shoulder. Good, stay for one more breath as you inhale, open your chest to the ceiling. As you exhale, fold down a little more to the right. Beautiful. Inhale to rise all the way back up, and exhale there. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, start to crawl your left arm out to the side and bend to the left. Good. Inhale and open your chest to the ceiling. Exhale, bend down deeper to the left. Big stretch across your whole right side body. Beautiful. Inhale to rise all the way back up, and exhale at the top. Good. Take your hands down in front of you, and let's come to all fours, tabletop position. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Cat-cows, inhale, arch your back, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your tailbone and round your spine. Good, a few more like that. Inhale, arching, lifting. Exhale, rounding, tuck your chin to your chest. And take one more like that. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, back to neutral. And exhale, start to wag your tail side to side. Look back over your shoulders, towards your toes. You can shake your hips a little bit, side to side. And you can start to take circles, moving through your whole body, shifting your hips to your heels, circling through your head, neck, and shoulders. Moving however feels good to you today. Big circles all the way around. Okay, take one more in this direction. And reverse your circles the other way. Moving with your breath, take one more circle. Good, and exhale to come back to your neutral tabletop position. And start to engage through your core, pull your belly button into your spine, shift your shoulders over your wrists. We'll find a little bit of strength to begin. Just reach your right leg back behind you. Reach your heel towards the wall behind you. And as you inhale, lift your leg up. Beautiful. So you can stay here. Maybe you can extend your left arm out in front of you. Just find that balance. Find your core. Find your pelvic floor. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, lower your hands, slowly lower your foot down, and bring your knees back together. Let's try that on the other side. Inhale, reach your left heel back behind you. You can take a slight tuck of your pelvis just to engage through your core. And then float the leg up. Heel hip height if you can. Shift more weight over to the left and see if you can extend your right arm out overhead. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly lower your hand and your foot down and bring your knees back together. Let's take our knees out wide to the outer edges of our mat. Walk your hands all the way out towards the top of your mat. Maybe come to your fingertips. And as you exhale, just melt your heart to the floor. So we're coming to a puppy pose. Keep your elbows lifted, arms are strong. And just stay here for a few deep breaths. Feel the stretch across your shoulders, your chest and your hips. A little bit more of an upper body focus today. Take one more breath here, in through your nose. Exhale there. As you inhale, let's rise all the way back up to our tabletop position. Tuck your toes under. Float your knees up off the floor. And then exhale, let's come back to a downward facing dog. So for your first downward dog, make it nice and easy. You can pedal your feet, bending one knee and then the other. Shake out your head, yes and no. Move at your own pace. Maybe you want to take it for a little jog, moving quickly. Maybe you want to go really slow, like you're moving through water. And we can take this to a little twisting motion, sending your right knee to the left, and your left knee to the right. Seeing how that feels, maybe getting a little bit deeper on your hips. Try to keep your shoulders down, away from your ears. And take one more on each side. And exhale, come back to your downward dog. Feet hips width apart. Try to find stillness in your downward dog. Tuck your chin towards your chest. If you need to keep your knees a little bit soft today, that's all good. Maybe your heels are lifted a little bit off the mat. That's all good. Notice when your body becomes still, your mind can become still. Take one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, rise to your toes. Shift your gaze forward to your hands and slowly walk your feet all the way in towards your hands. Let's come all the way towards the top of our mats. Keep your feet separated, hips width apart. And lengthen, lift halfway up, come up to your fingertips. As you exhale, fold all the way down, pull your belly button to your spine. You can keep a soft bend in your knees, just ragdoll, hang out here. And shake your head, yes and no. Maybe catch opposite elbows and start to sway side to side. Tuck your chin to your chest, let your head hang heavy. Just settle in, first forward fold of the day. Good. Let's bend the left knee. Lower your left hand down between your feet and reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Spin your chest all the way up towards the ceiling. Look to your hand. And exhale, lower your right hand down. Bend your right knee. Right hand comes between your feet. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Big stretch here. Look all the way up. Open your chest. Good. Exhale. Take both hands back down. Take a soft bend back to both knees. Tuck your chin into your chest. And slowly roll all the way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head comes up last. Take your time to get there, no rush. When you reach the top, roll your shoulders back and down. Release your arms by your sides. And heel toe your feet together. Good. So big toes and heels are touching. Open your palms to face forward and close your eyes for a moment. Just check back in. Notice how you feel. Feel grounded. Big toes, little toes, and heels press into the earth. Your knees are lifted into your thighs. Your pelvic floor is engaged and lifted. Your belly button is pulled into your spine. You're super strong like a mountain in our mountain pose Tadasana. And check back in with your heart space. If you like, you can take a hand to your heart or both hands to your heart and just find gratitude again. Call to mind something else you're grateful for today. Perhaps something about yourself that you're grateful for. One of your good qualities. Hold this in your heart space as we blink our eyes open. Release your hands back down to your sides. Begin our sun salutations. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold down. Pull your belly button to your spine. Inhale to lift halfway up. Exhale, step back to a high plank. Big toes touch. Inhale, shoulders roll over your wrists. Exhale, start with a modified Chaturanga. Lower your knees down, untuck your toes, bend your elbows, and you can lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, we press up through a cobra, or you can lift your knees for an upward facing dog. And as you exhale, roll over your toes. So come back to a downward dog. Stay for 5 deep breaths in through your nose. 1. 2, finding stillness, quiet body, quiet mind. 3, see if you can reach your heels a little bit closer to the floor. 4, and 5. Inhale, rise to your toes, look forward, step your feet all the way into your hands, and lift halfway. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale to rise up. And here, interlace your fingers and take your index fingers out. So it's like you're pointing up to the sun, up to the sky. Inhale, lift a little bit taller. As you exhale, start to lean over to the right. Maybe take your left hip a little bit to the left. So you can look up under your left arm. Making that nice side stretch. Inhale, rise back up through center. Exhale, bend to the left. Take your right hip out to the side. Look up under your right arm. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, cactus your arms. Take your elbows to your shoulders. Open your chest to ceiling center, hands back. Inhale, arms reach back up. And exhale, let's fold all the way back down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your elbows, maybe lower your knees, Chaturanga, or your version of Chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breaths. Heels reach towards the floor. See if you can shift more weight back out of your hands, more towards your feet. Sit bones reach towards the ceiling. 1 more breath, shoulders down. Inhale, rise to your toes, look forward. Walk your feet all the way in towards your hands and lift halfway up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, rise all the way up, press your palms, look up, and change the interlace of your fingers to the other way. Point your fingers up towards the ceiling like you're reaching for the sun, reaching for the clouds. And as you exhale, bend to the left, shift your right hip out to the right. Look up under your right arm. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, bend to the right. Stick your left hip out. Look up under your left arm. Inhale, back up. Exhale, cactus, elbows forward, hands back, open chest, open heart. Inhale, arms up, palms press. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back, high plank. Inhale here, shoulders over your wrists. Looking good, guys. Exhale, Chaturanga, or your version, all the way down maybe. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Beautiful. Exhale, downward dog. Stay, deep breaths. Keep your awareness inwards. One more breath. Inhale, rise to your toes, look forward, step or jump your feet to your hands. Lengthen halfway up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale to rise all the way back up. And exhale, come back to Tadasana, your mountain pose. Lower your arms down, palms face forward, receiving universal energy. Check back in with your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor, Uddiyana Bandha, low belly. Check, make sure your mind is still calm. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees, sink your hips to your heels, press your palms together, reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold all the way down, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, reach your right leg up to a three-legged dog. Good. Exhale, bend your knee towards your chest and step your foot between your hands. Keep your left heel lifted. Inhale, rise up to a high lunge. Stay here for a moment. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Reach up high. Beautiful. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Take your left arm out in front of you, right hand back. Inhale, we reach back and reverse. Left arm comes overhead. Exhale, come to your warrior two. So you spin your left heel down to the floor. Look over your right hand, deep bend in your right knee. Beautiful. Stay here for a moment. Focus on your breath. Slow down. Maybe sink a little bit lower. Beautiful. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulders back, puff up your chest as you inhale. And as you exhale, take your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Humble warrior. Chin tucks to your chest. Beautiful. Inhale, we rise all the way up and straighten both legs. Turn all 10 toes to the outer corners of your mat. Most of the time we do it inside. So now toes go outside and reach your arms all the way up. So you look like a big giant star. Palms face out. Exhale, we take a goddess squat. So bend your knees, elbows forward, bend your elbows, chest open. Good, strong legs. Inhale, reach all the way back up. Oh, so find your pelvic floor there so we don't fall, right? Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Good, take one more. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise up, beautiful. Now take your hands to your waist, turn all 10 toes in, pigeon toe your feet. Inhale here again, pull your belly button in. Exhale, fold down, take your hands to the floor, between your feet. Good. Inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, fold all the way down, tuck your chin to your chest, take the top of your head to the floor. And shift more weight forward to the balls of your feet. Full deep breaths. Belly button stays pulled into your spine. And inhale, lift halfway up. And walk your hands over towards your right foot. We're going to take a half lunge. So bend your right knee and flex your left foot. So you're still facing the side of your mat. And you're just bending the right knee. Good. Open your heart. Good. Maybe you can take your hands to prayer. Good. So just feel that hip opening. You might be quite high, right? My hips are very open, so if yours not this low, don't worry about it, okay? You might want to block underneath your seat. Good. And lower your hands down in front of you. Keep the right hand there and just reach your left arm up. Big twist. You can stay here. Maybe take a bind. Left hand comes behind your back. Right arm stays to the inside of your right leg. Maybe you can connect your hands. Otherwise, just stay where you are. Inhale. Let's reach the left arm back up. Good. And exhale. Let's walk both hands around your right foot so you come back to your low lunge. Inhale, step back to a high plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga, or modify your Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale to downward facing. Everyone's doing a great job. Check back in with your breath. One more full deep breath here. Inhale, left leg reaches up to a three-legged dog. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your chest, and then step your foot. Maybe it takes a few walks to get there in between your hands. Keep your right heel lifted, engage through your pelvic floor, squeeze your inner thighs together, and rise all the way up to find your high crescent lunge. Keep squeezing your inner thighs towards each other. Beautiful. Stay here for a moment. Keep your heart open. It doesn't need to be a back bend, just reaching up and strong. And as we exhale, twist to the left. Reach your right arm forward, left arm back. Look towards your left hand. And lower your left hand down, reach your right arm overhead. Beautiful. Exhale, we come to a warrior two. So take your right heel down towards the floor, spin open to the right side of your mat, extend your arms out from your shoulders, sink a little lower, look over your left hand. Breathe through your nose. Look to your fingernails, maybe catch a glimmer of light. Good. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, open your chest. Exhale, humble warrior, bow down. Left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Tuck your chin. Good. Inhale to rise all the way up with straight legs. And turn all 10 toes to the outer corners of your mat again. Maybe you need to walk your feet a little bit closer in. Reach up tall, big star. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips low, bend your elbows, open your chest. Inhale, reach back up, strong legs, strong core, strong pelvic floor. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. One more, exhale, bend. Inhale, reach all the way back up. And exhale, hands to your waist again. Turn your toes in, heels out. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale again here to lengthen your spine. And exhale to fold all the way down. Maybe you can go a little deeper this time. Really pull your belly button in. Maybe take your head through your feet. And maybe walk your hands back to stretch a little bit more. But work with your own body, right? Maybe you have a block in front of you. Maybe take your head to your block. Good. Deep breaths. If you want to make it more of a shoulder stretch, you can interlace your fingers and reach your hands towards the floor. Just quiet your mind. Find anywhere where you can stay still for one more breath. Inhale, take your hands back to your waist. Lift halfway up. And take your hands back to the floor. Walk your hands over to your left foot. Bend your left knee and flex your right foot. Come to that half split position or half lunge. So you can stay here. Maybe take your hands to prayer, the center of your heart. And take your left hand down. Reach your right arm up. Nice open twist. You can stay here, maybe take a bind if you tried that on the other side. Take your right hand behind you, left arm comes in and around. Your right foot can be flexed or pointed. Just stay for one more breath. And exhale, release your hands. Walk your hands around your left foot, come back to your low lunge. Inhale, step back to your high plank. Awesome. Inhale, roll your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, Chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Reconnect. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Inhale, rise to your toes, look forward, step or jump your feet towards your hands and lift halfway up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips towards your heels. Come back to your chair pose, Utkatasana, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take your hands to prayer, stay in your chair. Inhale here, roll your shoulders back, open your heart. Exhale, twist to the right. I'm really into twists today. Take your left elbow around to the outside of your right knee. They're so cleansing and good, feel good on your back. So you can stay here. Maybe split your hands. Maybe your left hand comes to a block on the outside of your right foot or to the floor. Start to shift all of your weight to your right foot and then extend the left leg back. If you fall, it's okay. Just pick it back up. So we're in a twisted lunge. As you inhale, engage your pelvic floor and your low belly to rise all the way up, straight legs. Arms out like the letter T. Right toes face the top of your mat. And exhale, we find a Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach down, right hand comes somewhere on your right leg. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Keep opening your chest. Deep breaths here for 1, 2, keep lifting. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lower your left hand down to the inside of your right foot and step your left foot in 1 time. Reach your right arm up and we're in a twisted revolve triangle. And as you exhale, lower both hands down to the outside of your right foot. Again, if you have blocks, that can be helpful here. So 1 block on either side of your right foot. Square your hips and exhale, fold all the way down, reach your chin or your forehead towards your right shin. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Keep your pelvic floor engaged. You can stay here, or if you want to try a little balance for your legs, shift more weight into your right leg and float the left leg up to a standing split. So it's just optional, a little fun, play around, just try. Beautiful. If you're there, maybe you can take 1 hand around your right leg, maybe both, or ankle. Beautiful. Just say 1 more breath. So good. And as you exhale, just take the left foot down to meet the right. Good. So if you're in your pyramid pose, just walk it forward. So we all bend our knees, sink our hips towards our heels, and reach back up to your chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to prayer. Breathing through your nose, inhale here. Exhale, twist left, right elbow comes around your left knee. Keep sinking your hips low towards your heels. Good. Maybe you can split your arms. Beautiful, deep breaths. And shift all of your weight to your left foot and step the right leg back to our twisted lunge. So good. Keep reaching up. Maybe you can take a bind if it's available for you on this side. Good. And as we inhale, engage your pelvic floor to find your strength. Rise all the way up with straight legs, left toes. Keep facing the top of your mat. Extend your arms out, right toes point in a little bit. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left hand reaches down, right arm reaches up. Look to your right hand. Deep breath. If it feels really difficult, you can take your left hand to a block. You can walk the right foot in a little. And just take your shoulders back over your hips. Stay for 1, 2, 3. Keep the energy lifting. 4. And 5. Exhale. Lower your hands down to around the outside of your left foot. Step the right foot in a little bit. And reach the left arm up. Revolve triangle. Open your chest. Exhale, take both hands down around the left foot. Pull your belly button to your spine. Lengthen a little bit first before we fold down. Exhale, fold over your left leg. So again, if this feels really challenging, take your hands to blocks or step the right foot in a little bit closer. Try to keep your mind calm, upper body relaxed. Keep your pelvic floor engaged. And you can stay here or shift your weight into your left leg and float the right leg up to a standing split. Really reach it up, belly button to your spine. Maybe one hand comes around your ankle, maybe the other, maybe just for a moment. Just notice how that feels today. Notice where your balance is without judgment. One more inhale wherever you are. And as you exhale, just bring the right foot down to meet the left. Bend your knees, sink your hips towards your heels. Inhale, rise back up to your chair pose, Utkatasana, one more time. And exhale, rise all the way up to standing. Lower your arms down by your sides. Awesome job, everyone. Let's come to our balancing poses. So we'll shift all of our weight into our left leg. Make sure your big toe, your little toe, and your heel are rooted into the floor. And we're finding a tree pose. So take your right foot to your left inner thigh. You can always take the foot lower underneath your knee. Just make sure it's not on the knee. You can even keep your foot down on the floor if that's better for you today. Right, so keep your foot pressing wherever you are. Really feel, engage your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor. Belly button to your spine, palms press. Find your drishti, your steady gaze. Perhaps the tip of your nose, perhaps a spot on the floor or the wall that's not moving. Keep your gaze there as you reach your arms up and grow your branches. Imagine what kind of tree you'd like to be today. Maybe you can play around, test your balance, close your eyes. Good. And as you exhale, take your hands to prayer. Keep your balance. Turn your right knee forward, pick your foot up, lift your knee to your chest. We find a warrior 3. As you exhale, shift your upper body forward and kick your heel back behind you. Good. Hold it here. Right foot flexed or pointed. I like flexed, feels stronger to me. Good. Keep your leg where it is, and as you exhale, just lower your hands to the floor. Find your balance here. You can stay there. Maybe hands are on blocks. Maybe soft bend in the left knee. And again, let's find a twist. Reach your left arm up. Woo, a little tricky. Yeah, left arm reaches. Twist, twist, twist to the left. That's awesome, guys. Maybe you can bend your right knee and catch your right foot if you really want to challenge today. It's pretty hard. That's so good. I see you guys trying, and that's what's important. Okay, exhale. Let's release that. Just bend your left knee, reach your right leg long back behind you. Find a lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down. And step back, downward dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, rise to your toes, look forward. Walk or jump your feet back to your hands. And lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come back down, Tadasana, mountain. From this strong mountain, we grow a tree on the other side. So shift all of your weight to the right and take your left foot to your right inner thigh or underneath your right knee, or left toe stay down. Whatever's better for you today. Press your palms together. So feel your roots. Your right big toe, little toe, heel like a tripod, digging into the floor. Your right knee is lifted. Pelvic floor is engaged. Lower belly is pulled in. You can stay here, grow your branches, reach your arms out and up. Maybe look up, maybe close your eyes. Steady gaze, steady balance, steady body, steady mind. Exhale, hands to prayer. Good. Now, turn your left knee forward, pick up your foot, lift your knee to your chest. Exhale, warrior three. Push your foot to the wall behind you. Upper body and leg are in one line, so you look like the capital letter T. Right? This is a pretty challenging pose, so if you're newer to the practice, all good. Maybe take your hands to the floor. Right? Maybe just take a lunge or warrior position, warrior one. And let's all lower our hands to the floor, but keep your leg where it is. Good. Come to your left fingertips and reach your right arm up. Twisted warrior. Really twist. Maybe bend your left knee, reach around to catch your left foot. Just try. That's all that matters. One more breath. Wherever you are is great. Just congratulate yourself. Exhale, take both hands back around your right foot and slowly lower the left leg down. Bend your right knee, come back to your lunge. And exhale, step back to your downward dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, rise to your toes, and let's jump your feet to the outside of your hands. Or you can just step there. It's kind of fun to try to jump. Good. So toes out, heels point in. Your feet are really wide, outer edges of your mat. Bend your knees, sink your hips towards your heels. You're coming to a yogi squat. Yeah. Take your elbows to the inside of your knees, press your palms together, open your chest. You might want to sit on a block or two if this feels really difficult for your hips. Or you can little shift side to side if that feels good. Deep breaths. I'm going to slow down our practice now. Let's reach your arms out far in front of you. And guess what? Let's try another little twist. Keep your left hand there. Reach your right arm up. So like we did before, but now with both knees bent, maybe you can take a bind here. Right hand behind your back. Left arm comes to the inside and around. Keep chest open, right shoulder back. And just release that. Take both hands back down in front of you. Maybe another little shift side to side. And keep your right hand there. Reach your left arm up. Good. You can totally stay here. Or if you want to try that bind again, left hand comes behind your back, right arm through and around. So good. And exhale, release both hands out in front of you. If you're sitting on blocks, move the blocks out of the way, and we're slowly going to sit down. Bring your hips to the floor. Bend your knees, hug your knees to your chest, and come to your toes. Pull your belly button in, roll back to your sacrum, and I think you know where we're going. Navasana, boat pose. Try straight legs. If you need to, you can keep your legs bent, and extend your arms out. Hold for 5 breaths. 1, 2, oh, so good. 3, feel the shake, embrace it. 4, and 5. Exhale, cross your ankles. Take your hands down to the outside of your hips and just pick your hips up for a moment. Exhale, lower your hips back down. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, Navasana, boat pose. If your legs were bent before, maybe try straight. Lift your chest to your thighs. 1, good. 2, hang on. 3, you guys look awesome. 4, let it shake. And 5, exhale, cross your ankles. And let's just take your hands out in front of you and come up to a kneeling position. Yes. So you're on your knees. Keep your hips separated, or knees separated about hips width apart. Okay, take your hands to your waist. Roll your shoulders back, open your chest, and just look up. And now let your arms just dangle down. Interlace your fingers behind your back, roll your shoulders forward, and reach your chest towards the ceiling. So you can let your hands reach back. If it feels okay for you, you can let your head fall back. Good, and inhale to come back up. Take your hands back to your waist. Tuck your toes under this time. And again, roll your shoulders forward. Open your chest, and as you exhale, go back and reach for your heels. So coming to Ustrasana, camel pose, opening our heart. Keep sending more weight forward, and maybe you can drop your head back, keep your chest open. If it's okay for you, maybe you can untuck your toes, come to the tops of your feet, and take your hands down to the soles of your feet. Keep sending your hips forward. One more deep breath through your nose. Full breath out. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands back up to your hips. Lift all the way back up. Good. Let's find a child's pose. Take your knees together. Take your forehead down to the floor and reach your hands back towards your toes. Just allow your shoulders to roll forward. Just taking a nice counter pose from that deep heart opener, deep back bend. So back bends can sometimes bring up some difficult, deep emotions that might be buried. It might bring up some stressful emotions, some anger. So you can just notice that. You're not alone. Try not to judge that feeling. Take one more full deep breath here. And full exhale. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing your head up last. Shift your hips off to one side, swing your legs around in front of you. Flex your feet, pull the flesh away from your sit bones. And just find Dandasana position, staff pose. Hands down next to your hips, tuck your chin to your chest. And just breathe. You can close your eyes or just gaze towards your nose. Full deep breaths in. Full deep breaths out. quiet mind. And inhale, reach for your big toes or wherever you can reach on your legs. Exhale, pull your belly button to your spine and fold down over your legs, just forward fold. Deep breaths here, just wherever you can reach is good. You can stay here, maybe interlace your fingers around the outside of your feet or catch a wrist if it's available for you. Stay folded over your legs. Deep breaths. Take one more breath here. On your next inhale, just lift halfway up to lengthen your spine. Exhale there. Inhale to come all the way back up. And take your feet together, knees out to the side. Pull your heels close in towards your groin. Again, maybe take this flesh away from your seat. Inhale, shoulders back, open your heart. And exhale with a flat back, fold forward. Trikonasana A with a flat back. So stretching our hips also could bring up some challenging emotions. Just be aware of what arises in your mind, in your body. And we try not to add on to the story. Maybe try to change the story instead. To something positive, something peaceful. Take one more breath in. You can say, thank you, hips. Thank you for all you do. And on your next inhale, slowly roll all the way back up. Good. Let's shift forward a little bit. But keep your legs how they are in this cobbler pose position or butterfly pose, and start to come back to your elbows and lay all the way down on your back. So you can rest your hands, if you like, on your belly, or gently rest on your thighs. You can close your eyes. Slow down your breaths. Take one more full deep breath here in this reclined butterfly pose. And inhale, bring your legs back together. Knees point up towards the ceiling. And cross your left leg over the right leg. Extend your arms out to the letter T. And exhale, take both knees over to the right. Maybe look over your left shoulder. Breathe. Deep twist again. Final twist of our morning together, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you're practicing from. And inhale, bring your knees back up to center. Good. Switch it out. Cross the right leg over the left. Exhale, send both knees to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Deepen your breath. You might notice that the twist is deeper on one side, maybe more intense, more stuck on another side. Again, that's totally normal. You notice any thoughts of judgment about your body arise. Rise, come back to your breath and replace that thought with one of love, of kindness, gratitude. And on your next inhale, your knees back up. And let's extend our legs just straight up to the ceiling for a moment. Viparita Karani. Keep your legs relaxed. Feels really good. We're always on our feet, on our legs. Even you sit in a chair, it puts a lot of pressure on our legs. Our blood is constantly flowing down. Nice to reverse that blood flow once in a while. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bend your knees to your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself a big self hug. Thank you, self. You can take your nose to your knees, really squeeze it in, give yourself a nice big hug here. And then as you exhale, release everything down to the mat. Let your legs be wide. Let your arms be wide. Close your eyes. And for a final relaxation. Allow yourself to completely relax here. Give yourself permission to let go. We're so busy, we might be just rushing from one thing to another, so we might feel like we can skip this part of the practice. But know that our final relaxation is where our whole practice comes together. We really soak up all the benefits, everything we just did for the past hour becomes embodied here in our final resting pose. So stay focused, stay present, stay. And notice any subtle tingling sensations in your body, underneath your skin. Perhaps noticing the air as it touches your skin, whether it's warm or cool. Might notice any sounds around you. Please stay present. You do not become distracted. For the final few moments of our rest, Call to mind the intention you created at the beginning of our practice. The intention for your practice. Make that your intention for the rest of your day. So perhaps it was to be more mindful, more peaceful. As we awaken, try to hold on to that. Keeping it with us for the rest of our day. And gently begin to reawaken, wiggling your fingers and toes, circling your wrists, your ankles. And taking one final big stretch, reaching your arms overhead, big stretch from your fingers to your toes. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly roll over onto one side. And then press yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Take your hands to heart center. Take one more moment to call to mind something you're grateful for today. Thank your yoga practice for bringing you peace and calm, good energy, helping your body, mind, and spirit. I hope that you will hold on to the seeds of peace that we planted here today throughout the rest of your day and every day. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.